Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, that's not my usual really hyper explosive, super excited intro, but that's because I'm really nervous about this video. This is pretty emotional. Most of you who are my sort of regular subscribers will know that for the last 2.5 years of my life, I have been focusing almost all of my energy and my efforts, aside from this YouTube channel and my jobs, on this massive project, which is building, I believe, the world's first foreign language journaling platform. This is such a special project to me. I really believe that this has been the catalyst and the center of the most pivotal years of my life, potentially. Building this platform for all of you has taken me from literally being homeless after I finished writing this book and published it in April 2018 to living in San Francisco, working as a software engineer, gaining so many different experiences, really altering, I would say, probably the trajectory of my whole life as I entered this new career, but also just learned so many things in order to build Journaly. So yeah, the most of why it has taken me so long to build Journaly is just because there were so many new things that I had to learn. It's been a remarkable experience, and I think this whole thing is probably gonna change the rest of my life, regardless of how many people end up actually using Journaly. But I really believe it's gonna make an impact. I really hope you like it. I really hope that this brings people value with a delightful experience. But without further ado, I'm going to show it to you now. So it's not perfect. There are plenty of rough edges, but you know, I think that's essentially what the alpha testing is for. So I just had to ask myself, you know, there's so many little things I could fix and make better. And, you know, it's like every day I wait, the platform gets better. But at a certain point, I have to ask myself, is this good enough? Is this good enough for people to use Journaly and accomplish the core sort of values and actions that we seek to provide and facilitate on the platform? And I think it's good enough. I hope you love the first look at Journaly. This is just the landing page. It's very similar to the one you can find over at journaly.io today, where you can actually sign up for the waitlist to join the beta testing round very soon. And this actually is kind of one of your last opportunities to do that. We currently have 300 people on that waitlist, so I'm really excited. You know, can we see 400? Maybe even 500? I don't know. So go check out journaly.io. I'll actually show it to you right now. And so over here, you can join the waitlist by just entering your email address right here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and log in. I can't believe you're gonna see it. Boom, here we go. So this is your personalized feed. So I say personalized because what we're gonna be doing is collecting your preferences. So we'll know what language you speak natively, or several languages perhaps, and we'll also know what language or languages you're learning. And so what we can also do is take your preferences around like what interests you have, right? So if you are learning French, you speak English natively, and you love cooking, then maybe we can show you posts that are in English or French about cooking. So maybe you will, you know, click on one of them, read it, and provide corrections to that person. And again, hopefully the scenario is that that person can also come and give you corrections on the language that you're learning. So this is your feed. And in the future, this will become very sophisticated as we build out a recommendation engine. So this is going to be a really cool machine learning project where we can actually take the posts that we believe are going to be most interesting to you. So we can really analyze the sort of features and characteristics, personality traits of people who write things, and we can sort of match those with the things that you like to write about and things that you're interested in, as well as the language matches that you have. Okay, so we could actually click on one of these. This is a French translation of the song Reigns of Castamere from the Game of Thrones. And so right off the bat, this is sort of how a post will look. The whole website is of course responsive, got this gorgeous nav over here, which I'm really excited about. And so the first thing I want to point out is that we have comment threads. So one of the core things about Journaly, and one of the things that I think is problematic about most systems, even similar to this, is that most of the time you'd have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, leave comments down here, and it becomes very cumbersome trying to leave feedback and also to receive that feedback. So at Journaly, we have this idea of comment threads where we can, you can actually open a comment thread and have a discussion in that comment thread, which is going to be specific to a very sort of unique part of your post, right? So this is really, really cool. It means that if I, want to say, cool, let me just grab this portion here, leave a comment. Well, now I have a comment thread and I can actually sort of, okay, cool. You might want to try this word, whatever, right? So the point is I could leave that, I could submit that, and then you can go back and forth and actually have a discussion inside of a thread. So the whole point here is it's what I call the inline feedback experience. It means that as the person leaving feedback, you can leave it right where it belongs. And as the person receiving the feedback, you can get that feedback exactly where it belongs. And you don't have to sort of, great job. You don't have to just scroll up and down all the time trying to figure out what belongs where. Okay, let's go back to the feed. Okay, now the next thing we can do is check out my posts. So this is really exciting. This is where you can see the posts that you have personally written. Of course, in a couple days, we'll make it so that you don't see these posts in your feed. And you can also, of course, view drafts that you have written, which is also very exciting. We display sort of how long it might take to read that particular post, how many likes, how many comments, and you can read the post yourself as well. Now, of course, a big part of Journaly is the writing experience. So this is going to be something that improves tremendously over time. But for now, you'll be able to leave a title, select a language, and we're also going to be adding in the sort of subject, so you can make sure that you add in what the topic is for this post. And then we've actually built a custom rich text editor. So it's really exciting. I can, start typing things. It all started this morning when, and then all your standard shortcuts, I could do B for bold, italic, underline, and I could also do things like, John said, I don't know, and then I could do a quote. Hello, Bob. The point is, it's a rich text editor. You can, have bullet points here. You could have numbers. You could have bullets and set a title. It's really cool. And in the future, you will also be able to add images because as you saw, if we open up one of these posts, be on the wall, you have this sort of image here that you'll be able to upload yourself. And we're also building out an Unsplash integration so that if you don't have an image for that post, then you'll be able to find a free stock image right here on the platform so that everybody can make their posts look beautiful, even if you don't have great photography skills. Okay, so now what about your profile? So this is what the profile view looks like. I really wanted to design something that looked absolutely gorgeous. I want people to feel proud of their profile page. I want this to be sort of gorgeous. I want people to feel like this is almost like a portfolio of their piece. And so in the future, this will become more and more customizable. But yeah, you'll have a sort of bio here. You can write about yourself, your location if you choose to expose that. You can have links to your social platforms in case, maybe you want to use this as a way to, grow your brand, or if you have a content channel you like. And of course, you can list your languages. And again, really importantly, what are your interests, okay? And then over here, you can actually, see the posts that you have written. And you can also save a draft. So if you wanted to use Journaly, even just as a private writing platform, you don't have to publish them. So I could write a wonderful post. This one's gonna be in French. Just use a... Great, cool. So I'm gonna save this as a draft. It's not ready yet. And then I can have this. I see it's a draft, and if I want to, I can edit this, or I could even publish it. So you could totally just use Journaly to keep a private journal, and then they would all just be listed here in your drafts. Next we have settings. So this is all pretty standard. I also, again, I love how the nav sort of expands. It's just so nice. I love it. It's also on mobile. It looks like this. Again, I think it is lovely. Okay, so settings, this is where you're gonna be, updating all your information, uploading a new profile image, adding in your languages, your bio, what interests you have, social links, all that good stuff. And that's kind of it for now. So that is the Journaly experience right now. Again, there's so much we're gonna have. I can actually also show you, for example, so these are like some old wireframes I did. And so you can see here that we'll have things like your day streak, how many posts you've written, how many posts you've corrected. You'll be able to see your recent posts here on the side. So you can really see how this dashboard is gonna really transform over time. We'll have this gamification. We're gonna have things like badges and accomplishments. There's so much to come, but again, I absolutely love this. And I can't wait. This post here has had quite a lot of feedback during testing. I just love it. So I really hope you guys love this first look at the Journaly application. I can't wait to get some of you using it soon. It's just so much fun. I just love it. So please let me know what you think in the comments. I would love your initial feedback. And like I said, I'll be reaching out to those of you who applied for alpha testing today and tomorrow. And then very soon we'll get all of you who are on the wait list testing this in beta. Thank you so much for being so patient with this. And I can't wait to see you on the platform very soon. Hopefully you'll give me feedback on my Mandarin Chinese, German, Spanish, French, Portuguese, Swedish, whatever. All right, guys, have a great Friday. I'll see you back here on Monday for a new video.